I told you, this thing is bigger than Nino Brown, and I got a list of proof.
Order.
If I'm going down,
Order in
I'm
the
taking a
court.
whole lot of
I
people
said
with me.
order in the court.
Nino Brown Boxing, and I'm back in the building. Shout out to the LDBC. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. All right, man. Here we go. Here we go once again. I'm at a point where I'm just like, I like to point out the bullshit, but I like to point out all the bullshit. I was raised to just be honest and just tell the full story. So that's what I continue to do. With that being said, oh my gosh, man. I don't know if I've been living under a rock, but apparently so. Because today, I just found out that Jermall Charlo next fight, December 7th, is against Dennis fucking Hogan. Like, man, this shit is ridiculous, for real. And I say this because I look at this like, it doesn't matter what other guy at middleweight, or if it's the same situation with a guy at 154, the same situation with a guy at welterweight. Like, prime example, all right? Terrence Crawford. Like, it's, you know, it's agreements and disagreements when it comes to Bud. But a fight for Bud that I did not like was Terrence Crawford facing Amir Khan. It was waste of fucking time, and it was just a dumbass fight. Jermall Charlo is facing Dennis Hogan. Dennis Hogan is a 5'8", 154-pounder, getting his first 12-round middleweight fight against the WBC middleweight champion Jermall Charlo. Dennis Hogan has 7 KOs. And no, he does not have 8 fights or 9 fights. Dennis Hogan has an extremely low knockout percentage. And if Dennis Hogan was facing Demetrius Andrade, Triple G, Canelo, shit, this is a horrible fight. This is a weak ass opponent. And it's just frustrating because I personally believe that Jermall Charlo can beat every guy at middleweight. But I have to put the spotlight on this because if this was Terrence Crawford at 147 facing a guy coming from 140, mind you, Terrence Crawford has been at welterweight less time than Jermall Charlo has been at middleweight. If Terrence Crawford was facing a guy from 140 coming off a loss and he only has 7 KOs, come on now. His name is Dennis Hogan. Like, the world, put it like this, man, it would be so many fucking videos going in on Bud right now. It'd be so many videos non-stop smashing on Bud, saying basically, Bud, who the fuck is Dennis Hogan? He coming off loss, he coming up a weight class. I mean, who else got similar criticism to this? I think, Lomachenko, he pulled a guy up. He came up from a weight class. A lot of us smashed on Lomachenko. I mean, it's happened before. Triple G, when Triple G fought Vanis Monterosian, yeah, I understand he was inactive, but at the same time, he pulled him up a weight class, and at least Vanis Monterosian was more seasoned. He definitely had better names on his resume than Dennis fucking Hogan. I know that for a fact. This is a trash fight. And like I've been saying it over and over again, I need Jermall Charlo to make a move. You can say all day, every day, that he said that he's willing to go on the zone, but until action is actually applied, it's just fucking talk. It's no different from Tyson Fury saying that he's gonna spark somebody out. It's just talk until it happens. It's no different from Triple G saying he'll go up to go up to 168 and 175. It's all talk until it happens. So Jermall Charlo, I understand that you are in a very unfortunate situation with all of the other champions in your division being at on the zone. I get it. I understand that Canelo is ducking you. That's why you're the WBC champion. I understand that Triple G wants no parts of you. I understand Danny Jacobs left the PBC, went over to the zone, and now he got his Canelo fight. He got his Triple G fight, and then he moved up to 168. I understand that you don't trust Demetrius Andrade because of previous negotiations that he had with your brother and he flaked out on. I get it. I know what happened. I am very informed. But that does not change the fact that you're fighting Dennis fucking Hogan, man. It don't change shit. And I'm just, Dennis Hogan, like, if that's the best the PBC can do at middleweight, this is fucking ridiculous. Because Dennis Hogan, like, he would be better off going up to, like, I said this in a previous video, Jermall Charlo should campaign at 168 and 160. Defend his championship at 160. This fight is mandatory. Strictly mandatory to maintain some type of leverage if an opportunity presents itself. But try to get bigger fights or build your resume in some capacity at super middleweight, because this shit is ridiculous, man. It's like it was that Russian cat on the card that Jermall lost to Tony Harrison, and then it was Brandon Adams, the guy from the Contender, that's really a 154-pounder. Now it's Dennis Hogan, a 154-pounder, coming off a loss to fucking Jaime Munguia. Bruh, it's horrible. Like, this is a horrible fight. All of that shit when it comes to, well, who else is Jermall gonna fight? Well, that's the same situation that Terrence Crawford is in. And Terrence Crawford don't get no sympathy. The reality is they are both, Jermall is in the wrong spot if he's gonna campaign at middleweight. I don't care how you wanna cut it up. I don't care about the loyalty shit. At the end of the day, like we always say, it's a sport first. And we fans. Last time I checked, fans, we supposed to be worried about being entertained. I don't give a fuck about the promotion and shit because I'm a fan. I'm paying my money. If it's on Showtime, I have a Showtime subscription. If it's on a pay-per-view card, I pay for my pay-per-views. I don't stream it. I pay for it. I'm a fan. So with me being a fan, he got to figure this shit out because fighting Dennis Hogan is absolute bullshit. So I just wanted to put that out on the forefront because I know it's not really going to be talked about, and for me it's all love. Some people say, "Oh man, Nino Brown boxing, hating on the Charlos." It's not even hate, but it's fact. Like, if Demetrius Andrade just announced that he was facing Dennis fucking Hogan, nobody could tell me that people would be at Demetrius Andrade's neck talking about he fighting fucking Dennis Hogan, a guy that just came up from 154 off a loss, a 5'8" guy with 7 KOs in his entire career. If it was Demetrius Andrade, come on, man, his head would have been chewed up, cut off, spit out, and some more shit. If it was Canelo, if Triple G, like, so I'm talking about the Triple G that came off the loss against Canelo. Triple G coming off of a loss, not a victory, not a champion. Triple G coming off of a loss. If he would have faced Dennis fucking Hogan, people would have been like, what the fuck? Because that's what happened when he faced, I can't even remember the guy's name. It's escaping me. It was another nobody when he had a difficult fight with. But Jermall Charlo, PBC, y'all got to do better. Like, I understand the politics of boxing. I understand that, I understand the position that Jermall Charlo is in. But my whole thing with all of this is, when it comes to a guy like Terrence Crawford and he's on the other side of the street, he's with ESPN, and he's not being acknowledged by the PBC. I understand it's not the PBC's responsibility to promote him, but I look at it like this, man. It's a karma situation, and it sucks because Jermall Charlo, if people going to stay consistent, it don't, like, Jermall Charlo, I can't even say, Jermall's being ducked. Those guys aren't mentioning his name, whatever the case may be. Jermall he's clearly in the wrong spot or he's clearly in the wrong division. Pick one. It's Nino Brown Boxing. Shout out to the LDBC, and I'm out.